Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a Friday afternoon video, right here on Metal God 669. Thank you all for watching, make sure you like the video, and subscribe right now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, no big funky intros as always when we get serious. Here on the Metal God channel. And I hope you had a great Friday, a little bit cooler here in the Northeast. But it is the final day of February the 28th, 2025. We begin March tomorrow. And lots of good things happening tomorrow. We've got the Elimination Chamber for all my wrestling fans out there. We'll talk about that later tonight and tomorrow. And a little bit on Sunday. So stay tuned for that over on my other channels. And that's that. We'll talk about wrestling much later tonight. But once again, I am back here with another video, another tribute video. Pretty much I've done I think this is my third or fourth tribute video in the span of 2.5 weeks. So if you missed any, go back a few videos and watch them. I also put up a music-related video as well in between that, because this channel's not all about tribute videos to the faithful departed in music, movies, sports, TV, and other things. I do music-related topics, and I have concert footage and, unbaggings here and there, which are a lot more to come later, hopefully, but we'll see what happens with that. But this is not a clout channel. I do all the videos for clout or to disrespect the dead, because I don't do that. If you think otherwise, then you need your head examined. But I digress. But this is a tribute channel and / music-related channel. So go with that. But if you like the video, please hit that subscribe button down below. Excuse me. So like I said, I think this is my third or fourth tribute video. I did one on Gran Hamada, legendary Japanese wrestler. Yesterday, I did a video about Gene Hackman and his wife and dog passing away. Might be a little bit suspicious. There's still more coming out. I haven't seen anything today yet. I will probably later. So I might add a comment into the video comments about the update with Gene Hackman and his wife passing away and their dog yesterday and pretty much Wednesday morning. But we got the news yesterday about Gene Hackman passing away. So I did a video about that, and then the video before that, I did a video, a triple video for the late great Roberta Flack, the late great Al Trautwig, and Michelle Trachtenberg, who passed away on Wednesday. Roberta Flack and Al Trautwig on Monday. So we lost pretty much 4 people in the span of a couple of weeks. But last night, I wanted to do this last night, but I fell asleep. Sue me. But last night, I saw something on Ringside News, the Bible of all wrestling talk. And I saw something about Shinsuke Nakamura. And I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on with Shinsuke, I know he's got a match tonight with Eli Drake. That's an insult. That's a fact of life. So I was like, maybe to just announce his match with Eli, which I don't even think is for the U.S. title. I haven't heard anything if it's for the title or not. But it's going to be on SmackDown tonight. As SmackDown will be in Toronto tonight for the go-home show before Elimination Chamber tomorrow night in Toronto. But anyway, so I saw a story about Shinsuke, but it wasn't about Shinsuke. But we do have another death in the wrestling family, and it pertains to Shinsuke, and it was one of his best friends, and he is also a legend in Japan. As you all know, I love Japanese wrestling. And I'm sad to report the passing of Osamu Nishimura, who passed away yesterday at the tender age of 53, and it was confirmed by Shinsuke Nakamura on his X account, or Twitter account. And Shinsuke was really, he was broken up because he considered Osamu Nishimura as an older brother. And he was, like I said, he was a legend in Japan. Japan, as always, #1, Ichiban. But for those of you who don't fucking know this guy, Nishimura was a respected technician known for his old-school grappling style and classic wrestling psychology. So that catch-can style wrestling that we all know and love. He passed away due to stage 4 throat cancer, or the esophagus cancer. He's been battling that since March of last year. And he still put up a good fight, but sadly, that deadly disease, cancer! Fucking cancer! Got him, and he passed away at the age of 53. But his battle with the illness wasn't new. Back in 1998, he was diagnosed with a cancerous tumor in his retroperitoneal space, which is around the esophagus area. He had a hard-fought recovery, and he was declared cancer-free back 2 years later in 2000. But years later, up to last year, another fight began. So the cancer kind of came back, and despite his resilience, he passed away yesterday after a tremendous long battle. Excuse me. He made his in-ring debut in April of 1991. Quickly gained recognition for his technical mastery. He was trained under the legend Carl Gotch. Remember a lot of people were trained by Carl Gotch. China, Triple H, people like that. Honing a traditional catch wrestling style, catch-can, that set him apart in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And he also worked in All Japan Pro Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Pro Wrestling 01, among others. Nothing here in the States, sadly. Became a standout name in Japanese wrestling. He had many feuds with Yuji Nagata. He also, we'll get to that in a minute. He is a former IWGP Tag Team Champion and G1 Tag League winner. I didn't even know there was a G1 for the Tag League. I know there was a Tag League, Super Tag League, and Junior Tag League. I don't know if they're related to the G1, but he was a winner, Tag Team Champion, and also won the Tag League in his career. He was often praised for his ability to tell his story in the ring without needing theatrics. So he didn't have to be a showman like Seth freaking Rollins, or a high flyer like Owen Hart, or, people like that. He just went in there and, he was wrestling, he was telling a story like, oh, the good guy against the bad guy, can the bad guy come, the bad guy's beating up the good guy, can the good guy come back, this and that. Like, they told a story in that ring. They laid it all on the line in that very ring. And they didn't need, like all this theatrics, like, oh, big entrances and this and that, pyro and shit like that. No, not like that. When Nishimura came out, you knew he was in for a fight. And, he had a notable rivalries, like I said, with Yuji Nagata and Manabu Nakanishi. I know him too. And even took part in a high-profile NWA World Heavyweight title match against Jeff Jarrett, that's JEWFJARRET, that's Jeff Jarrett, in 2003, NWA TNA. Back in the day when TNA was first started, when Jarrett was the champ, he had a great match with Nishimura. Good match. Obviously, we all know that Nishimura did not win the belt. But, put up a good fight against Jarrett. But anyway. In his later years, he continued wrestling while also stepping into politics. He ran for office in Japan in 2016. I don't think he won. I mean, the copy I'm reading from Ringside News would have said he won. But anyway, his love for wrestling never wavered, and he continued competing up until his final match in pretty much a couple of months ago, December of 2024, where he teamed with Kazushi Takamura and Shinya Aoki against legend Onita, Mammoth Sasaki, and Reijin Yaguchi. No, if you see Onita, you would think bomb match, right? No, not bomb. This was in I think it was in New Japan. But anyway, but he had a match in Japan with Onita, Mammoth Sasaki, and Reijin Yaguchi as he teamed up as Nishimura teamed up with Takamura and Aoki. But one of his most special moments came a couple months before that, August 2024, when he teamed up with his mentor, Dory Funk Jr., and we know who he is, at the Terry Funk Memorial and Atsushi Onita 50th Anniversary show. That I did not see that. But all in all, Nishimura's passing marks the end of an era for traditional Japanese wrestling. His dedication to the sport, his technical brilliance, and his ability to make any match feel special will never, ever be forgotten. So, like I said, this guy was a legend. And, in Japan, and, he had that catch-can style wrestling that you see today. Just an amazing technical style. I mean, you talk about the strong style that Nakamura brought over, and Okada, and in some ways, Tanahashi. And people like Julia, they're trying to bring that style over to the States and use that, but, like, certain companies like WWE don't want them to use that. That's why they're so watered down, because WWE's too scared to let them just, go all out, beat the fucking shit out of each other. That's why we don't see Julia just, like, smacking Stephanie Vergara, like around, like, the first match they had. They got another match coming up, next Tuesday at MSG, March the 11th. Title for title, so I don't know if they're gonna actually let Julia and Stephanie go all out in that strong style wrestling that we all know and love. I mean, Okada, I don't even think he barely even uses that. Okada is so watered down in AEW, only the big matches will use that strong style against, like, people like Kenny, and guys like that, but Shinsuke's been watered down too. People like Asuka, Kairi, Io, that came from Japan and used some of that style, brought it into America. Barely even use it. It's so watered down, I can't, use that strong style that everybody knows and loves from Japan. Why? Because WWE's too pussy and scared to let them be themselves. That's just me. But anyway, Nakamura said on his X account, rest in peace, Osamu Nishimura, you are as kind as an older brother and taught me so many things. So even Nishimura taught Shinsuke the catch-can style, and Shinsuke in some ways kind of taught Nishimura-san the strong style. So I feel really bad for Shinsuke losing pretty much a mentor / older brother. But another death in the wrestling world, pretty young too. Like I said, 53 years old. Gran Hamada, I think was in his 70s or 80s, I believe. So, not Nishimura-san, not an old fart. I mean, I'm 48, he's 53, so a little bit older than me, but it is what it is. So that's all I got to say about that. Leave your comments down below if you even heard of Nishimura-san. For all you Japanese wrestling fans, you can leave your comments down below. And I don't think there's going to be anything tonight, like an in memoriam for Nishimura-san. Probably in Japan, yes, but not on SmackDown or Collision or even on Raw this weekend. I think Shinsuke will do some type of tribute tonight with his gear. Or maybe like an armband or something like that. But like I said, I don't think WWE, maybe they will, maybe they won't, acknowledge Osamu Nishimura, his passing. But maybe they want to keep it private, and let, Shinsuke, heal up and mourn. But no, he's got a match tonight, so he's going to have to put a little bit of that mourning for his older brother aside for now, because he's got a big match with Eli Drake tonight, so. But to Shinsuke, I send my condolences out to him. I send my condolences out to New Japan Pro Wrestling and Japanese Wrestling, the Nishimura family. I send my condolences out to the legend that he is. And I don't have a drink like I usually do, so I usually toast to the faithful departed. But I will say to Mr. Nishimura-san, rest in peace, sir. You're a legend in Japan. And I hope you're up there with Antonio Inoki, Terry Funk, Dory Funk Sr., and all the legends in Japan. Maybe even Mike Awesome too, I don't know, but all the legends in Japan in that big wrestling ring in the sky, teaching them the catch-can style of professional wrestling. So to Nishimura-san, rest in peace, sir. Alright guys, I am out of here. I'll be back later tonight with your SmackDown review over on my other channel, the Kill Demons 669 channel. But thanks for watching. Take each day as it comes, one day at a time. Live life to 90%. The other 10%, don't know. That's a DDP reference. But I digress. But live life to the fullest, because we never know when our last day will be. We never know when the good Lord Jesus Christ the Lord will call our number. Could be today, could be tomorrow, could be next week, could be next month. Who knows? But gotta live our life to the fullest. And when that day sadly comes, hopefully we can look back at our life and have a good life. And I know all our loved ones will miss us, and we'll miss them, this and that. But it is what it is. I hate doing videos like this, but I have to pay tribute to the people that came before us and are with us, now. Pretty much people from my childhood, up to just meeting people, and that's pretty much that. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, be true to yourself. God bless you all. Live life to the fullest, like I said before. And God rest Osamu Nishimura's mighty soul up in heaven. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Peace.